Good morning, everybody. Lee Brower here, and welcome to this week's edition of Meaningful Monday. Uh, I am grateful to be here and glad to be here. It's Labor Day weekend. It's a great weekend to be out, about with family, to enjoy the great outdoors. I'm here in my backyard. My dog's running around. He'll probably pop his head up occasionally. But I am grateful for so many things. And this last week was another meaningful week, the opportunity to capture the meaningfulness and the opportunity to learn. Just spending time with some of the thrivers in our community, to be able to learn from them is something that I continually enjoy and I benefit from. Saturday night, Lori and I attended a movie, and it's called When the Game Stands Tall. It stars Jim Caviezel, and it's the history of a LaSalle football team that had the longest winning streak in football, and in 2004 that winning streak ended. And Ladd, who I'm going to call Ladd because I probably will mispronounce his name, but it was Ladouceur. I think is how you pronounce his last name, but everybody called him Coach Ladd. It focuses in on the dynamics of this team, the losing, the long winning streak, but it's really a lesson about life. It's one of those movies that I walked out of that saying, okay, this is a top 5, and I'm not sure how far up into the 5 it goes, but I left inspired and motivated. And one of the interesting things about Jim Caviezel, I've always enjoyed him. Ever since I got to know him in the movie that he did on the life of Bobby Jones, I've always enjoyed this person, who he stands for, his faith, and his beliefs. And he did a great job in this movie. But one thing you may not know about Jim Caviezel is that his dad played basketball for Coach John Wooden, arguably the greatest coach that has ever lived. And I'm very blessed to have had Coach Wooden in my life. I didn't play basketball for him, but I had the opportunity to work with him and his family and to spend 5 or 6 years really coordinating different events and different things that we did in his honor. Coach Wooden is not only the greatest coach I've ever known, but the greatest teacher and the greatest insight. He has the ability to see inside of people, to see their very best, and a way to get the very best out of them. If I could be a fraction as a coach of entrepreneurs of what Coach Wooden was to athletes, then I will have achieved a major milestone for me. I'm just grateful that he's in my life. I encourage you, I invite you to go out and see this movie. It's The Game Stands Tall. And get out there and see it before it's gone, and get your family together. If you're a coach, get your team together. Tell your office, your team and your personal team to go see it. It's a great movie, and then talk about it. Highlight the things that you learned from it. Capture it. It reminds me, Coach John Wooden had this amazing steel trap memory. I've never seen anybody that could quote poetry and different, stories, etc., word for word, all the way through to age 99 when he passed. And one of the poems, I'm not so sure, he's been given credit for having written it. I don't think that's the case. He never would say that. He just said it was written anonymously, that the author is unknown. But it's called God's Hall of Fame. And the last part of it, he actually he wouldn't have read it. He quoted the entire poem, when he was inducted into the Basketball Hall of Fame, and that gives you a little bit about his attitude. And I'd like to share that. Let's share the ending of it with you. The ending goes, it's God's Hall of Fame, and the ending goes something like this: this crowd on earth, they soon forget the heroes of the past. They cheer like mad until you fall, and that's how long you last. But God, He never forgets, and in His Hall of Fame, by just believing His Son, inscribed you'll find your name. I tell you, friend, I wouldn't trade my name, however small, inscribed up there beyond the stars in that celestial hall, for any famous name on earth or glory that they share. I'd rather be an unknown here and have my name up there. I'm grateful for the people that are in my life. I'm grateful for you. As we look upon this week, let's identify the essential for us. What are those things, those people, those opportunities, those relationships, those habits that we treasure most? Make this a meaningful week. God bless you all. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.